guys, and welcome to a little extra thing I'm doing for you guys. It's been a while since I posted a Dota 2 video, but the new Hero Legion Commander came out, and I thought, you know, it was about time I got back into it. So I'm playing Legion Commander, and I like to jungle with her. Most people are doing that. And this game I played was very good. A very long game, but in the end, I did very well, and kicked some ass with Legion Commander. So here's our first little clip coming up. Tidehunter found me in the jungle, and I was like, "Hey Tidehunter, do you want to give me first blood?" And I was like, "Oh no, he doesn't." But as you can see, he's still there. He comes back, and I'm like, "Oh, coming for round 2." And I was like, "I got this." But as you can clearly see, my fun is being ruined by Alina. And I feel like fun is often ruined by Alina. They're just no fun. So she's chasing me down, and I'm like, alright, she can't get me. Now the reason I haven't skipped to the next clip is because of what she says to me after I run away from her. And it's funny to me because of what happens pretty much right after this happens. She says, "Arcana versus Arcana, bitch." And I was like, okay. Only difference is I didn't pay for mine. LOL. And I was like, good for you. And my point is, I have money, I don't care. I'll spend it on it if I want. Anyway, next guys, so here we have why I find her hilarious. I'm gonna have to go into free mode. Sorry, unprepared mode, but that's okay. Alrighty, so as you can see here, Sniper is running away, Tidehunter's tower diving. He's level 3. This is 5 minutes into the game. Just, it's truly beautiful. So as you can see, Tidehunter pretty much dies instantly. Hilarious, right? But here's the best part. As you can see, Lina's coming around. Arcana versus Arcana, bitch. She's doing real good. Sniper's like, oh crap. Goes into the trees. He even kind of messes up. And still. And for that, I am just hilariously laughing. Sorry about the garage, damn it. Anyway, so we all have a good laugh, and moving on. Alrighty guys, so this is our next clip, and I am jungling still, and I'm about to run into our friends Lina and Tidehunter. Hello! So I was like, oh crap! Thanks for the W. Makes me nice and fast. Ha ha. But Sniper's here to save the day! So this Lina is not very good, as you can see. She misses her stun and her Q on me. And here comes Fluffy McLee! And if you remember Fluffy McLee from my old videos, ends up getting a double kill. It wasn't first blood, but it's the first interaction that I was involved in. The point of the game is to show you what I was involved in. So yeah, kicking some ass. Good start to the game. A very long game. Alright guys, so our next clip involves Fluffy again. He's in mid lane. And as you can see, Tidehunter's here looking for a gank. But there's Lina. She actually does get one of her stuns off, but she's taking a lot of tower damage. Fluffy's like, hell no, I'm out of here. And here I am to save the day. Well, not really, but I do manage to scare them off. And that was Tidehunter's mistake. So the missile kills Lina, and we're chasing after this Tidehunter. And I don't think we get him. Yeah, he does get away. I did have my duel at this point, but he was too far away, so alrighty guys, so at this point, I was level 6, and I was like, you know what? I want to win a duel. I need that extra damage early on. You really need that with Legion Commander. I started out playing several games, getting no duels early on, and it just really sucked. So we go into a duel with Tidehunter. And Sniper kills him with his ulti, which is just fine. And there you go, 10 extra damage right off the bat. Next clip involves Sniper again. As you can see, Nature's Prophet, Tidehunter, and Lina are in lane. Sniper is aware of this fact, and he is scared, obviously. I am coming into lane, and I'm ready to do something. So they're trying to kill the tower. Sniper's like, oh god, because he knows Nature Prophet is there. So I arrive right behind Nature's Prophet, and I kind of walk into his guys, but it's okay. I start having this fight. Unfortunately, Sniper was not close enough, which is bad on my part. I wasn't quite prepared, but I go into the trees, and I was like, oh crap, Tidehunter's gonna kill me. Luckily, he didn't have enough mana, but I wasn't aware of this. So Zeus and Sniper ulti, and he dies. So that's 2 kills to nothing. We lead 9-5, 11 minutes and 50 seconds into the game. It was pretty good game. Alrighty guys, so once again, snipers have to deal with 3 people down here. We lose our tower, and a lot of our team has come to try and help. Obviously we're too late, but things shall be happening now. So I see Tidehunter, and I was like, you're dead, and we duel. Nature's Prophet tried to stop me, but it didn't work out. And so we got a kill. And basically we just kind of walked away from each other after that. Alrighty, so here we are back in bottom lane. Their entire team is pushing down here. So we have 4 of our members. 1 is not here. And I'm like, alright, let's do this. Let's get some kills. Get some kills. And at this point I had just bought my Blink Dagger. I was like, yeah, let's do this. Lena, you're going down! And she did. Instantly murdered. Fluffy McLee takes the kill. Like a little bitch. No, I'm just kidding. And we try to chase down Tidehunter, but no such. Okay, so about 10-15 seconds later, they re-engage on us. Fire Spirit, or whatever his name is. I'm sorry, Ember Spirit. I don't know these names. So we do have a little bit of a fight. Ember Spirit does go down. Huskar goes down. And then he puts his E on me. But I blink away just as Tidehunter cues me. And that saved my life, and I lived. And I just thought that was hilarious. So we're in full retreat mode. No one dies after this, and everything worked out in the end. So our next clip is at mid. I'm TPing in because stuff has been going on in mid lane. And I was like, you know what? Ember Spirit, I don't like you. He was starting to get a little bit fed, so I was like, I need to try and shut him down. So I duel him. He goes down very quickly with the help of Sniper. Just a quick kill. So at this point I've won 4 duels. And kicking some butt, and it looks really good for us. 14-8, no problemo. But things happen, unfortunately. Alrighty, so this was my first mistake, and I was getting cocky at this point. I was like, I got this, I totally got this, and it would come to bite me in the butt. So I'm like, whatever, farm. Kunkka got too close. Kunkka gets dueled. Oh, but I'm right next to Lena, and she's level 6! So, obviously I die, give Kunkka 10 extra damage, which obviously sucked. And since he was invisible, Fluffy was unable to kill him, and yeah, bad things start to happen. A lot of people die, basically. My fault, almost certainly, but, you know, I tried! Mistakes were made. I'm so sorry. Alrighty, so our next clip is at 21 minutes into the game. As you can see, they're kind of starting to close the gap. But I was like, hell no, Tidehunter. And I get a quick win off, but then I get Lena ultied, and Kunkka ultied, and Fire Ember Spirit ultied, and completely get obliterated. But I got that extra damage, and so I still hold that it was worth it. Huskar was able to get away, because he might have died. I don't know. Still feels worth it. But Sniper's in trouble. At this point, I'm going to show this just because it was so bad. Zeus goes into the woods to try and help him instead of going around like a smart person. Luckily we got the kill, but I feel like it took way too many ultimates. I just feel like he could have been saved. I don't know. What do you guys think? So here we have another one of my sacrifice duels. So I blink in, duel with Tidehunter, so he cannot get his ulti off, so maybe we can win the team fight. I leave, because I'm like, oh god, but I die, obviously. But by that time, they were all low on health, because they all got hit by Kunkka's ulti, because we all were like, let's gather around him, and it was just... My thinking at the time was, jump in, duel Tidehunter, kill him so he can't ulti us, and then win the team fight. As you could see, that didn't really work out, and this is the beginning of where our lead was just gone. And it was getting pretty bad. Alrighty, so this is after we've all come back alive after dying, and we're counter-pushing, trying to get a tower. Kunkka uses his ulti, and this is a huge mistake on my part. I thought the tower was going to go down and my teammates are going to help me, but I wasn't paying attention properly. I thought they were closer. I thought the tower was already dead by the time I was heading towards Lena. Didn't even think she was going to have time to ulti me. Just a whole bunch of things really did not help in the end. So... another bad mistake on my part. I do make a lot of bad mistakes this game, and it's partly why the game got extended so long, but it was still a fairly good game. for Legion Command. So at this point in the game, I'm 3, 4, and 7, and I'm like, you know what, I've got 82 extra damage. I'm pretty fed. I can do this. So I'm a little bit confident with my dueling, especially against someone like Lena. So I jump in on Lena. I actually do a lot less damage than I expected. Luckily, Fluffy was there to do that extra bit of burst damage I needed to. Now what's cool here is Ember Spirit actually evaded Zeus's ulti by using his own ulti, and I thought that was pretty cool. Eventually he obviously did die due to Sniper's ulti, but I thought it was worth showing. So we've just had a string of deaths, so we ended up even again, 22-22, about 30 minutes into the game. I see poor Sniper running away from Nature's Prophet, who is pretty fed, and I was like, you know what, I can take him on an auto-attack fight easily, because he can't TP away, and that's just kind of what I'm up to. So I'm up to 96 extra damage from duels, which would put me at probably about 8 or 9 duels. I jump in on Ember Spirit, and then I realized Lena's there, and I was like, well... And things just kind of fizzled out after that. No kills there. Damn. Alrighty, so here I am heading bot lane, because Ember Spirit, who at this point was 10-4, I believe? Yes, 10-4. And I jump in, Zeus denies the tower, I get the duel victory, and it all worked out. Quick, nice little pickup kill helped me out, got me up to 4, 4, and 10, so at this point I'm even. And after that, I start to do fairly good because I do have a lot of extra damage. And as long as I don't make stupid mistakes, I should be okay. So I said, don't make stupid mistakes, right? Well, here I go, making one of, I think, my second biggest mistake in the game. I was still trying to get used to Legion Commander at this point, and yeah. So I come in to gank these guys, but I realize that Kunkka's there, and I was like, crap. But I was like, alright, I'll go get Kunkka. My teammates will come in from behind, and I'll be alright. What I did not realize, what I did not count on, is how truly far away they were. I had thought that they were somewhere about right here, when in truth, they had been forced back by the creep wave, and they were dealing with that when I was going in. I had just assumed that they would come and help, and I thought they were closer. It was a big mistake. At the time, I thought that they should have been there to help me, but watching it back, I realized that was dumb. That wouldn't be true. So here we are, seeing the Ember Spirit, getting another kill. And I was starting to get worried about him. If you look at the scores, 7-3 on Nature's Prophet, 11-5 on Ember's Spirit. Now we have Tinker and Sniper doing pretty good though, so I wasn't too worried. But alrighty guys, so here we are mid lane. A little bit before the clip I wanted to show you. I just want to mention that it felt like we were losing despite the kills being the same. Here comes the clip though. So I have my BKB at this point, and I blink in to try and get Lena, and I actually do manage to get her, and I don't get the duel win, but I do kill her. Unfortunately I couldn't get a proc from the lifesteal, and Sniper was not shooting her for whatever reason. I don't know if he wasn't close enough. Well, that's what I was thinking at the time. So I just want to say that it felt like we were getting our asses kicked, because, as you can see, they have all our towers. Tier 3 is getting pushed. And if you look here, we only have one tower. So it felt like we were losing. So, originally I was going to call this the comeback episode, but when I rewatched the game, I was like, wait, this really wasn't a comeback. Because the whole time, you know, it seemed like it was pretty close. Alrighty, so things are happening at Rosh. We decided to try and do Rosh. But then I saw Ember Spirit, and I was like, I want him, and I felt I was sufficiently fed, 128 extra damage, so I BKB, duel him, and completely destroy him. And then I was like, oh crap, run! So I run, and we end up just losing a man there. It just seems like, our team was not doing so hot. Now, I just missed this because I forgot it happened, so we'll go back 10 seconds. So I'm running away, I'm like, oh, I'm good now, and then there was a Nature's Prophet. And like I said, he was decently fed at this point. Uses his Q and blocks me in. I hate Nature Prophet players. I hate them. Anyway, so at this point, I was feeling pretty good about myself. I had 112 last hits, 146 extra damage. Even though I was negative, I felt pretty good. And I felt like we could engage here. And they actually really wanted to engage, as you can see. Tidehunter's blinking, and he's going to use his ulti. But I use my BKB, and I duel him down quickly. Maybe it wasn't the greatest idea, because after that, our team just gets completely obliterated by Kunkka. These three right here were decently fed, and they could just wreck our team, because if you look at it, 2 and 9 on Huskar, I mean 6 and 6 on Zeus, they were just really squishy. They weren't even doing that bad, it's just they would get killed very quickly by the enemy, and it sucked. And that's the only reason we didn't completely dominate. Here comes our next clip. Over here, Huskar meets Ember Spirit in the forest, and like I said, this Huskar was very bad, and he had been feeding the entire game essentially. So I was like, oh man, I want to get him. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to, but here comes Lina, and I was like, ooh, Alina. Now I wanted to blink, and that's why I popped my BKB, but I didn't quite have it at the time, so I kind of messed up there. But we do end up getting double kill, Tide wasted ulti, so very good. Nice little pickup kill there. At this point I'm 6-6 and 13. Starting to come back just a little. Alrighty, so now we're having trouble top lane. This is the lane they push the most, for sure, especially late game. So I come in, and I was like, ooh, a free duel on the Tidehunter. So at this point I have 182 extra damage. I have plus 230 damage. It was crazy. And for once, a duel works out, and we win a fight, and it was glorious. So I got a triple kill. It felt pretty good. I don't think Fluffy was very happy with me. I think I stole one of the kills. And with my Q, I kind of did. But I don't care, I'm Legion Commander. So at this point, I'm 9, 6, and 13. I'm finally positive. I was happy. I was like, yeah, we got this. And so we're pushing top lane. But, we knew that they were pushing mid, and I sent Fluffy back to hopefully deal with that problem. But unfortunately, they were dealing with him pretty good, and he does end up dying here to the Ember Spirit. But they do back off because their creep wave is dead. So he did kind of slow him down. Alrighty, so our next clip is not that much after what I just showed you. So they're pushing again. They had the creep wave, and I'm like, I just TP'd back, and I was like, crap. So I jump in, and I'm like, ah! I quickly kill Ember Spirit, and I'm chasing after this Lina. I'm like, alright, I've got this. I've got this. So I get my extra speed. I'm like 2 seconds, 1 second. Bam! Jump in and get the kill on her. It's pretty easy to kill her now because, like I said, plus 248 damage. I'm rocking basically 400 damage, so it felt pretty good. But, like I said, still pretty even in the kills. 47 minutes into the game. They do have more towers than us. They did just get our tier 3, so it was very worrisome, and it did feel like we were losing still. This is a big mistake I'm going to make right here. We were pushing the tower, and I was like, alright, whatever, just try and get a couple of hits and then run. What I forgot about is stupid Nature's Prophet. So I'm like, alright, get a couple of hits in and then leave. But it was too late. It was too late. So, Tidehunter ulti, Huskar dies. Luckily, Fluffy was able to TP into the trees and then get out of there. So, yeah, big mistake. But in the end, it wasn't too bad. We're still fairly even in the kills, as you can see, but now they can push. So I know this whole game, it has seemed like it's, like, I feel like, yeah, I've got kills, but it feels like there's just all these big mistakes I've been making. And I did feel bad about that, but like I said, this is like my 3rd or 4th game with Legion Commander, so still trying to get the hang of it. So I jump in, and I'm like, Nature's Prophet! And stupidly, he turns around to Q me, and bam! Another quick pickup kill. A duel victory without the loss of our entire team, which is nice, because watching back the game, I realized that a lot of my duels did end up with team fight losses. Sorry about that. So yeah, that sucked. Alright, so coming up is another mid push, because we were trying to get tier 2, and it felt like that we could do that indeed. So we do end up getting mid tower here, and if I remember correctly, there's the Tide ulti. I wasn't able to kill him, but Tide dies to Zeus's ulti, and then I duel the Kunkka and kill him, and so we just killed their entire team. Got tier 2 tower. We were feeling pretty good. We did start to have a kill lead. We only lost 1 man. But we did back off because a lot of us were low on health, as you can see. Only Sniper is on decent health, and Fluffy's trying to push still. but it wasn't really going that well for him because Ember Spear like tracked him down constantly. And would get kills on him with his Syrian chains. Alrighty, so what's happening here is we're about to get pwned, sort of. So Ember Spirit comes in, Huskar's like, oh crap. And Titicus blinks out when I tried to duel him, so I was like, alright, I'll just duel Ember Spirit. But I didn't realize just how they were all there. It was so dumb. I'm like, crap, I didn't realize how many mistakes I did. But yeah, it really cost us a lot, my mess-ups, despite how good I did. So I'm dead for 90 seconds because I was 13-8 at this point. And so they're going to be able to push all the way to, if I speed up here, they're going to continue to push. In fact, yeah, they're going to push and they're going to take our tier towers. Luckily Sniper and stuff were able to stop them from getting the towers at this point. But they do get our other tier 3 up here, and the barracks. So that was rather unfortunate. So like I said, at this point, we have 3 towers to them being pushed at having 2 of our barracks and have done damage to our tier 4s. So we were very worried at this point, but we would not give up. So here we are. We had just finished pushing top. So we now have 2 towers up there, but we still haven't gotten their towers. So Huskar just died to Ember Spirit in the jungle, as you can see here. He's running away, and I'm like, alright, free duel win. And there you go, that is basically what happened there. So now I have plus 302 damage, 191, so I'm rocking 491 damage. I'm like, alright, I can do this. And she even calls GG. Look, our Nexus is at half. I'm sorry, I just called it Nexus, I feel like an idiot. Our Ancient is at half health. And a Refresher Orb ulti from Zeus kills 2 of them and destroys their push. So, like I said, we don't even have tier 3. We're like, alright, we've lost. Surely we've lost. There's no way we can do this. But I believe in the heart of the cards. Yu-Gi-Oh! Reference in Dota 2 makes no sense! If you thought our fate was sealed and we were gonna lose, well, who knows, really? Well, obviously I win, otherwise I wouldn't be showing you. But this is my worst mistake yet. This is so bad. And we still didn't lose! Alright, so I pop my BKB and I'm like, alright guys, I got you! And I was like, oh crap. Oh, this ain't good. And, yeah. So, Tide did waste his ulti doing that, but, yeah. It was really bad. I blink in, there was no one, and I was like, still, I got this! Fluffy's like, yeah, you got a divine... Actually, he was like, what are you doing? But after this, once I came back to life, he was like, you know what, you basically have a divine rapier. And so, yeah, So, after this, I'm dead, and I'm like, oh crap, we're gonna lose, because I was the most fed at this point. But thanks to our heroines, Fluffy McLee, Zeus, and Sniper, we were able to defend, because Huskar was a complete worthless piece of shit the entire game. Alrighty, so almost 4 minutes later, we're here pushing mid. It's pretty much our entire team, except for Fluffy, but he has TP, so it's okay. So we're like, alright, let's do this! Destroy! So we're in the middle of our base, and it doesn't matter. Dual win. Look at that, how fast Ember Spirit went down. And let me just say, he was 17-12. That's not bad. It's respectable. So I'm 14-9 at this point. And look how fast this tower goes down. I have 350 extra damage. It was just... It was bad. They messed up in the end. Weren't able to get our Ancient. And I don't even care, I'll just tank the tower. As you can see, it's just, it goes down so fast. It's like a Tiny who's got Ags and has been fed kind of damage right now. And Lina ultis me and I don't even care, I'm just like, alright, let's do this. So in the end, we do win the game. Considering that our Ancient was at half health, not 10 minutes ago, figured that, you know what could have happened, is that Nature's Prophet could have TP'd in, and summoned Treants, and probably won the game, but he didn't, stupidly, so... There's the game, 287 last hits at the end of the game, 15-9 and 16. Not amazing, but still pretty good, despite my many mistakes, we were able to win. I don't normally do the casting, I usually do it live. I think the commentary's better. So But I thought this was a pretty good game, and I haven't done a Dota 2 video in a while, so please forgive me for not the greatest commentary. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you liked, subscribe. Bye-bye.